A lockdown is a restrictive measure imposed by authorities to limit people's movement and activities to protect public health or safety. Lockdowns are typically used during emergencies such as pandemics, natural disasters, or security threats to prevent harm and reduce risks to the public. When a lockdown is implemented, people are usually required to stay at home as much as possible, leaving only for essential tasks such as grocery shopping, medical visits, or work deemed necessary. Limiting movement through stay-at-home orders reduces contact among people, which helps to curb the spread of disease or contain other risks. During a lockdown, many non-essential businesses like gyms, theaters, and entertainment venues are closed. Essential services such as healthcare, grocery stores, and utilities remain open to meet the public's basic needs. Closing non-essential businesses limits the number of public spaces available for gatherings, further decreasing opportunities for exposure or transmission. Schools and universities often close or shift to online learning. This adjustment prevents students, teachers, and staff from gathering in a single location, reducing their risk of exposure. By switching to virtual learning, educational activities continue without physical proximity. Travel restrictions are also common in a lockdown, with limits on movement between cities, regions, or even countries. These restrictions help contain the situation within certain areas, preventing its spread to new locations and safeguarding other communities. Lockdowns often include limits on public gatherings, with bans on large events, religious services, concerts, and sports games. This restriction keeps people from congregating in close quarters and helps lower the risk of widespread exposure. People may also be required to wear masks and follow strict hygiene guidelines in public spaces. Physical distancing is encouraged or mandated to reduce the risk of transmission in necessary public interactions. In some cases, curfews are imposed, restricting movement during specific hours, usually in the evening or night. By limiting activities outside the home during these hours, curfews reduce social gatherings and other non-essential activities that might lead to exposure. Governments use increased communication during a lockdown, frequently providing updates through public alerts, official announcements, and social media. This keeps people informed of the latest rules, restrictions, and the reasons behind them. Keeping the public informed helps ensure that people understand the purpose of the lockdown and encourages compliance. Law enforcement agencies may play a role in monitoring compliance with lockdown measures. In some instances, they issue fines or penalties for violations, discouraging unnecessary movement and promoting adherence to safety guidelines. The main goals of a lockdown are to protect public health, control demand on resources, and limit exposure to potential threats. By reducing the spread of disease or other dangers, lockdowns help prevent healthcare systems and emergency resources from becoming overwhelmed. They also give authorities greater control in managing the crisis, ultimately helping to protect communities and minimize the overall impact of the emergency. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, comment, and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you never miss a new video.